Miami 911, what's your emergency?
Hi, baby. If someone stole your cocaine, the police wouldn't help you recover it, would they?
That's correct.
Even if you shared it with them, right?
Correct. It's something they teach in Police 101. Donuts, yes. Illegal substances, no.
That's what I thought. I was having a debate with a buddy. He's an idiot.
How can I assist you?
I'd like to report a robbery.
What was stolen?
A bag of flour.
Flour?
Yes, it's actually prime organic flour, and it cost me a bundle. It came from Columbia. I just came back from Columbia University where I am majoring in cooking stuff.
How much was in the bag?
The baggie was half full.
And where was this flour when it was stolen?
In the glove compartment of my car.
Why would you keep flour there?
I had just bought it from my dealer. The supermarket had a good deal, and I put it there to keep it out of the sun.
You have any idea who may have stolen your flour?
Can't be certain, but I thought that as the police have more resources, they are better equipped to find my...
flour.
Exactly. My friends and I need it for baking. In fact, we are having a party tonight for many people who also enjoy baking.
Okay. The police are now en route. Just so you know, the police have been known to confiscate flour and to take people to jail over flour.
Really? I was unaware of that.
Can I be frank with you?
Of course, baby.
You're not fooling anyone. You ought to keep away from that flour because from what I can tell, you're already half-baked.
Graciously, I'ma gone lace the beat. No, they can't fuck with me. The M-O-W-E to the T. Moet Entertainment is the label that I represent. Rolling round the Jacktown street, riding under murder tent. Blunt up in the air, steady smoking on it loud. Got my head in the cloud. I don't plan on coming down round here. Niggas faking, ain't no real no more. Me, I'm ready to hit the mic soon as I walk through the door. Oh, you dropping mixtapes, I'm slanging albums by the bundles. No, this shit is never funny when it comes to my money. I'm a Mississippi nigga reppin' northside to the death of me. Follow me, yeah, I told you that I got the recipe. Verbally, I murder thee, line them up and serve them me. Yeah, I'm the man, though I know you never heard of me. Swerve on the blowing bird with a couple of homies, about to turn a couple corners. Yeah, niggas still shitting on me.
M-I, crooked letter I, Jacktown and reppin' Mississippi till I die. It's a M-I, crooked letter I, Jacktown and reppin' Mississippi till I die. It's a M-I, crooked letter I, Jacktown and reppin' Mississippi till I die. It's a M-I, crooked letter I, Jacktown and reppin' Mississippi till I die.
It's the Twin State General. Jump at a bread, I'm getting it, ho. 6 over 1 under the stars, I'm steady winning, ho. Plenty pies, no stars, they getting plenty chicken, plenty cotton, thick as women from the bottom, steady winning. Work it until it's over with. Applying pressure, some say black, what overheated now or never. Born color, smoking purple. It's in my nature, for this bread I'm hopping hurdles underground like Ninja Turtle.
What y'all wanna do? See me ballin' in peace, or see me make a motherfucker straight up call the police? I'm on the motherfucking edge so far I can't see my feet. Got my weed in the bean and watching bound to gon' leave. I know these suckers can't sleep, they know I'm holding the heat. They running off up in the house every time I come up the street. Got real goon jumping out Jeeps, and young niggas knocking out teeth. Yeah, I'm the motherfucking swing man, I'm bound to go deep. I ain't playing with you, yeah, I know you looking at me. Man, I'ma show your funky asses what the subject to see.
And I'm a Mississippi nigga, Jacktown to the death of me. Come and holla at your boy, yeah, I got the recipe.
It's a M-I, crooked letter I, Jacktown and reppin' Mississippi till I die. It's a M-I, crooked letter I, Jacktown and reppin' Mississippi till I die.
I ain't Misco, but I told you I'm from the Jack. In my crooked letter, I'm back. I'm from the state where it's cutthroat, and where the jobs ain't hitting on shit, so the game that got cutthroat. I told my son don't never touch dope. R.I.P. to my nigga Chubby, shot down from the gun smoke. Gotta keep on sipping in this sip, man. I rep the North and G.O.D. like that clip up on my hip, man. I'm smoking loud, banging harder than the trunk. Ask the streets about me, they'll tell you I'm serious, son. JTK on my body, sip in my blood. So the real is what I spit on or off the drugs. When the cross the state line, get your mind right. You better be ride with the man above while you ride top flight.
Let's just do the impeachment. I mean, why continue to waste millions of dollars of the taxpayers' money if we're going to impeach because you believe you've shown he's committed a high crime and misdemeanor? What are you waiting on? Let's just do it. I mean, by the way, we got Chairman Jordan here also, the double chairman. Why aren't you guys calling for the vote in your committee? When is it going to happen? When can we tell the American people you're going to stop wasting their money and just call for the vote on impeachment?
Gentlemen, you?
Sure.
We don't do snap impeachments like you guys. We actually do the facts. We do oversight according to the Constitution.
You're never going to call for it. You're never going to call for it. I mean,
now you can predict. You can predict the future. How do you know?
You guys only have 6 more months probably in power, right, until the election. So are you going to do it in 2 months? You're going to do it in 3 months? Like, tell the American people.
Does the Constitution put a time limit on oversight? I didn't read that in the Constitution.
If you believe you can't call for the impeachment now, then what you're admitting is you haven't yet proven that he's committed a high crime and misdemeanor. You haven't proven it yet. Otherwise, you would call for it, I assume.
Marjorie Taylor Greene celebrated the extension of an airport runway in a newsletter to her constituents. The only problem is that the funding for the project came from an appropriations bill that she literally voted against. This is yet another example of Republicans taking credit for something they initially opposed. As you'll remember that Republican officials like Lauren Boebert, Tommy Tuberville, and Nancy Mace voted against President Biden's infrastructure bill in 2021, only to take credit for it when the funding came to their districts. Saying that these Republicans have no shame doesn't quite do it justice, but what they might not realize is that they're only helping Biden's re-election campaign. If even your biggest detractors are praising the accomplishments of your legislation, you're probably in pretty good shape.
Everything Senator Halloran said was in public, on the mic, for the entire state of Nebraska to hear. It's shameful, it's disappointing, and it's another in a long line of very embarrassing comments that have happened in our Nebraska legislature over the last few years.
A Nebraska lawmaker is facing calls to resign after reading a violent depiction of rape on the state Senate floor and seemingly targeting one of his colleagues while doing so. The legislature there was debating a bill that would ban obscene material from schools when Senator Steve Halloran read a graphic passage from the best-selling memoir Lucky by Alice Sebold. But that's not all. Halloran began inserting a fellow lawmaker's name into the passage, making it appear as if she were the victim.
I was grounded on the ground trying to search about the filth of my clothes. He kicked me and I crawled into a ball. I want to Senator Kavanaugh.
Halloran apologized for what he said. He said he was trying to get the attention of both the female lawmaker and her brother with the same last name. But now many of his colleagues are calling for his resignation, including one of the senators that Halloran mentioned in the speech, Michaela Kavanaugh. She sent this statement to CNN, quote, Halloran verbally spat in the face of sexual assault victims across the state and the country by inserting my name in between phrases of obscenity. It's beneath him. It's beneath his title. So let me say this, Senator Steve Halloran should be held accountable.
When you walk into the CVS now, this has changed. A lot of things are under lock and key. How big of an issue has been burglaries?
Yeah, it's a problem for us. The organized retail theft is a big problem.
Why do you call it organized retail theft?
Because they're mostly organized people that are doing it, and they're coming in, they're clearing shelves off, and then reselling them. What I'm most concerned about is the safety of our colleagues and the safety of our customers. So we've implemented new safety measures over the course of the last couple of years. We're working very closely with law enforcement and with attorney generals because they're not being prosecuted, and they need to be.
I remember back in the day, the really expensive stuff would be under lock and key. I get that. But now it's like shampoo and toothpaste. Why?
Because they're coming in and they're just ripping through like the entire counter. I actually had a video the other day where it was late at night and a car went through our front door, drove through the front door of the CVS. 6 men got out and they ransacked the entire CVS. And it's a problem. And so we're trying to keep things safe and our employees safe, and sometimes you have to put things under lock. I don't like it, and I know our customers don't like it.
And so then those organized groups are then reselling those products?
Reselling it, yep. So we're working on that too.
The Biden administration came out with new rules that would allow the abortion pill mifepristone to be sold at pharmacies instead of only being available at a doctor's office or a hospital. CVS stores are now carrying this. Was that a difficult decision to make?
As a company, our North Star is that we support women's health and that we are committed to making sure that women have access to reproductive health services, education, and FDA-approved products. So that's the decision we make because we know women need access to health.
Are you worried that healthcare is becoming politicized?
We have a common mission, and that common mission is access, affordability, and quality of health care.
I agree there is an epidemic in this country of people who don't want to work. People who can't be bothered to get up every day and contribute to our society, but instead want to freeload off the labor of others. But those aren't blue-collar people. Those aren't working-class people. It's a group of people who are never talked about for how little they actually work and produce and how little they contribute to humanity. The people I'm talking about are the Wall Street freeloaders, the masters of passive income. Those who profit off the labor of others have all the time in the world, while those who make this country run, the people who build the products and contribute to labor, have less and less time for themselves, for their families, and for their lives.
The Super Bowl halftime show only exists because of In Living Color. People forget that it was halftime of the Super Bowl and Living Color did a special. Everybody turned to In Living Color. Ratings through the roof. Guess who the NFL booked the next year? Michael goddamn Jackson. Come on, fam. Keenan Ivory Wayans. He put all that shit together.
Yeah.
And they all come from this cool group too, because it's Eddie Murphy, Keenan, Robert Townsend.
Mm-hmm.
That's that clique.
Yeah.
Those guys changed, to me, not only black Hollywood, but Hollywood in general, and comedy. They all are forces that will be reckoned with.
Right.
And it started with Eddie. That's why if you look at the raw credits, you see it. You saw who directed it, Robert Townsend. You saw who wrote the opening sketch, Keenan Ivory Wayans. He brought in his homeboys with that. These, like, three of the greatest whatevers of all time created all this different shit. And Keenan found a way to merge hip-hop, and hip-hop was still new at the time. And Living Color was putting hip-hop stars that never got a television credit at first. The Fly Girls embraced the culture of it. So Keenan is always, to me, is going to be like, you know, that's one of the only people that's ever told me that.
Long Beach, California, number 12, Max Irving.
Max Irving is preparing for the Paris Olympics, looking to help the U.S. to its first medal since it won silver in 2008.
Some of my cousins played at San Jose State, and I remember going to watch some of their games and just being completely interested in the game because I thought it really had a cool mix of, you know, basketball, soccer, a little bit of like ice hockey with the exclusion in the penalty box.
From growing up in Long Beach to playing for UCLA and the U.S. national team, Max Irving drew inspiration from his father, Michael, a longtime men's college basketball referee.
My dad, first and foremost, he's just led with example his entire life with everything that he's done. So just to be able to see him in his professionalism and just how focused he is when he is officiating a game is something that's really inspiring to me.
This guidance will surely be useful as Max makes his way to Paris for the Olympics.